Okay. I wanted to start to use social media to my advantage. So we had this idea. We have all these phenomenal actors we get the joy and pleasure of working with. Why not start to spotlight them? So, my first ever actor spotlight is the one and only Julia Schroeder. We even have a video clip of a lot of her amazing auditions that she does for us. And I asked her to come on and just chat with me because it's so important that the world gets to know the actors that we get to meet and see them and we showcase them. So come, let me see your face.
Oh my gosh,
Oh,
Stace.
let's start from the beginning.
Okay. Yep.
So, how did we first meet?
Okay. So picture this. It's 2020, pandemic,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
And
totally.
then I get an email from Magnet Theater being like, "Hey, if you want, you can take this improv class with Stacey Gallo and Phil Cassas."
So it was the improv class, like our first ever
Church.
improv class over Zoom because of COVID.
Yes.
And had you booked commercials before taking?
No. No, I literally owe everything to you guys. Truly, like, so many times I've been like, I don't know if I'm right for commercials. I feel like I knew I was like funny. I, came from a comedy background, whatever.
Right.
But converting that to commercials and on camera stuff, which I really didn't have that much experience with, it is a little bit of a different story and it takes a minute.
Your self-tapes are you always just bring it. Like the quality is insane. You put so much into everything that you do. You have so much pride in what you do. And that's why I think like most of the time you're getting callbacks if you don't book the job, but you are always making an impression. So how do you approach your self-tapes? What's your process?
I don't know. So it really depends on the commercial. When I first read the script, I will envision what I feel like the commercial would look like in my head. And I
Good.
feel like whether that is like what it ends up being or not, that's like good to note, like, okay, what is my initial instinct? And that's taken a lot of time too to know, like, what is my commercial voice or what is my comedic voice? And now I feel like I know that pretty
Yeah.
much, kind of. I mean, it's probably always changing, but
But it's so important to ask that question, and we always say, like, have a point of view and, like,
yeah,
know who you would be telling this to, and there's all those questions to ask, but to go in and actually because, the requirement on self-tapes is never to, like, shoot the commercial for people, but
right.
there's nothing wrong with, like, using your space so creatively the way that you do. You can't really pick favorites, they're like all your kids, but do you have a favorite job that you've booked so far?
It hasn't been that many to where I'm like every single one was literally amazing. I can't even. I'm obsessed every time I'm on set. It's like, wait, I can't even believe I'm here. But I booked the NJM one and was like amazing. Okay, and then randomly booked an Xbox one. Sent in the self tape from Toronto, shooting the Xbox one. So
Mhm.
sent the self tape in the hotel, and then ended up getting that. It was a weird couple of months where I was like, what is happening?
So now we
Oh,
thought we would do this fun little thing where so I'm gonna ask you a series of questions. I was thinking of it like Family Feud, that last was, like, my favorite.
yep.
What's your guilty pleasure?
um all candy, and I'm not guilty, so I don't have one.
Alright, what candy? What's your go-to candy?
I love chocolate. You know what, I'm weirdly, I'm very into these like chocolate peanut butter wafers at Trader Joe's. It makes no sense, but I cannot, every time I see them I must get them. I don't know why. It's a real phase for me right now.
Do you have a go-to karaoke song?
Well, I auditioned for Story Pirates. You need to come with a song, and I can't sing, so I sang "Complicated" by Avril Lavigne,
Oh, that was
and it absolutely slayed.
what word do you hate?
Um, Tarantula.
Okay, I can see.
I'm arachnophobic, so
Oh, m my condolences. Is
thank
that
you.
what I say? Yeah.
Yeah,
Emoji best represents you.
the one that's like, I think that's my most used one. You know what I'm talking about?
That your most used one? I use it all the time. I waver between this one or
Oh, totally.
and then this. So, what inspires you?
Um, my friends, honestly, inspire me. I just feel like I have the most talented friends. Seeing just like people be themselves, whether it's on a stage or just in regular life, is inspiring. Sometimes it's music. A good concert, are you kidding me? That can
So,
be
what's the
very inspiring.
last what's, like, your go-to music?
Right now, I'm going to be putting on Taylor Swift, but I'm also very into Maggie Rogers right now, very into the 1975, very into SZA. Haim, I love Haim, went to their concert.
I really appreciate you taking the time and being our first
Mhm.
ever actor spotlight.
You.
So grateful to you, and I'm so happy that we met.
This was such a joy, and you are so awesome. And thank you for being such a supportive and accessible and making this like so fun.
Oh, yeah. Well, I love you. Thank you. I really do. I mean,
Love you.
you mean it.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.